Hi, my name is Daniel Alarcón. I'm here to tell you a little bit about my course that I teach in the spring, which is called Telling True Stories in Sound. And I apologize to any of the students who had trouble accessing an earlier version of this video. Okay, so first of all, it's a very intense course. I think it's also a lot of fun, but I'm biased. I've been teaching this course for about 5 years. Essentially, what we're trying to do is to teach you how to do long form narrative audio storytelling. So in the style of shows like This American Life or Radiolab, um, the stories don't have to be particularly newsy, although there's a lot of reporting involved. So it's more like a feature equivalent in audio. You will make over the course of a semester 3 or 4 pieces that are in the 7 to 12 minute range, a little leeway on that. And essentially we work very collaboratively. So you'll work not only as a producer, but also as an editor on your colleagues' stories. We um, uh, essentially we do uh, a series of weekly assignments that we'll do and repeat. So the first week we pitch, and all pitches are done orally. So you come and you tell the class what you're trying to do, and we spend some time helping each student hone this idea, tighten it up. You go out and report, and the second week you come in with hot tape. That means 2 to 3 minutes of your best tape that is supposed to get all of us, your classmates and colleagues, excited about your story. So you'll do that, and then we'll spend a bit of time on each piece after listening to the tape, working on structure, sort of like what's the narrative arc of this piece. The third week, you'll do a table read. That means you'll come in with a script, with your tape, with your selects pulled, and you'll just play tape and read, and then we'll all edit your piece, much like you might do in a creative writing workshop, say, for example. After that, you'll work individually with an editor, either me or my co-teacher, Zakia Gibbons. And then when we're done with that, we'll start over and we'll do it again and again and again and again. The kinds of stories that we've produced in the past are run the gamut, from pieces about very personal stories, stories that are much more deeply reported, stories that are very, very urban New York stories that are much more far flung. We try to emphasize a lot of creativity in the writing, and also, like I mentioned earlier, have a lot of fun. It's an intense course. We meet a total of 8 hours in the course of each week. So it's not for the faint-hearted, but I think that the dividends are pretty great. Students who graduate from this course now have gone on to work at Gimlet, at Vox, at the New York Times, at the LA Times, at NPR, at WNYC, PR West, basically anywhere and everywhere that you can work in this industry. We often have guests in the past that we've had, everyone from Latif Nasser of Radiolab, Jad Abumrad, Molly Webster, Hannah Jaffe Walt, folks from Reply All, folks from Today Explained, etc. So it's one of the benefits of being here in the city that you are able to get really exciting folks to come and spend some time with us. Sometimes editing pieces, sitting in on edits, sometimes just presenting their own work. We edit using Hindenburg, which is digital audio editing software, similar to Audition or Pro Tools. I think a little bit easier to use, which is why we use it. And I think that's about all you need to know. The course is called Telling True Stories in Sound. And if you want to hear some student work, you can go to truestoriesinsound.org. That's truestoriesinsound.org, and just click around and see what other students in earlier incarnations of this class have done. And if you have any questions, of course, you can email me at DGA5. That's my uni, DGA5. I hope this has been useful, helpful, and hope to see many of you in the spring. Thanks so much.